everybody, welcome back. So today I am teaming up with the Cool Down blog to bring you a bit of a Valentine's Day tutorial. So before you think, Valentine's Day isn't for me, I'm clicking off, what I'm gonna do is just show you how to get this very simple, neutral, everyday makeup look, and then I'm gonna chat about a bunch of different lip options. So for now, why don't you watch the tutorial, how I got this face, and then let's chat about lip products. To start the look, we're going to use some hydrating primer. For that, I'm using this Nivea Men Sensitive Post-Shave Balm. It's really, really sticky. It has glycerin in it, so it makes our foundation really adhere to the skin. For that, I'm using my Makeup Forever HD Foundation in shade 117 just to even out my base. To conceal those pesky under eye circles, I'm using this Master Conceal Concealer by Maybelline. So just applying that with a brush underneath my eyes, patting that on to get the fullest coverage possible. To set everything in place, I'm using my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder underneath my eyes and on the cheeks as well so that our powder products go on nice and smooth. To tame the brows and add a little bit of color, I'm using the Brow Stylist by L'Oreal. This is just going to add a little bit of color to the brow and also make sure the hairs don't move too much. For blush today, I'm using my favorite, which is MAC Warm Soul. It's a little bronzy, a little rosy. It's perfect for an everyday look. To add a little bit of shimmer to the cheeks, I'm using Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop, taking that on the high points of my cheeks across the nose. I'm also going to use this as my eyeshadow today, but first I have to use a little bit of primer. This is by MAC. This is their Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. So just using a brush to kind of pack that color on and then just diffusing it lightly. To define the eyes, I'm using this Smashbox brown liner, just applying that really, really close to the lash line and then using my finger to buff it out so that it's nice and smoky. Going to take a little bit of that and place it on my lower lash line as well, just to really frame the eyes. For mascara today, we're using NYX's Doll Eye Mascara. It's nice and dry, the wand is perfect. This might be my absolute favorite you can get at the drugstore. And then for a little bit of added drama, I wanted to add some individual lashes, so I'm putting the glue onto the back of my hand, grabbing each lash, dipping it into the glue, letting it get a little bit tacky, and then just popping it straight onto the eye, very, very close to the lash line. I used about 3 on each eye. To set all that hard work in place, I'm using the Urban Decay's All-Nighter Setting Spray. Then all I had left was the lip, and today I decided to go with ColourPop Cosmetics Frenchie. It's a beautiful matte lipstick, one of my absolute favorites. It's just the one I chose to go with, but I will go into depth about different kinds of lip products you can use with this look, a bunch of different formulations, but this is the one that I chose today. It's a really, really long-lasting, absolutely gorgeous lip color. So this is the finished look, but I will be chatting about lip products, so stay tuned. Okay, so now that you've seen how I have kind of achieved this very easy kind of everyday makeup look but could still be kicked up for special occasions, I want to talk to you about lip products. So the one that I went with today is actually one by ColourPop, and this is a matte lippy stick in the shade Frenchie. I love these. So the only drawback is that you have to buy these online. But if you just look at kind of how it is in the packaging, it's awesome because you can easily apply the lip color with, you know, the flatter end, and then you can use the edge to kind of carve out the lip. So first I want to talk to you about lip glosses, and there are tons of lip glosses out on the market. The ones that I have to show you today are actually all drugstore, and I do have swatches on my website. Of course, lips are completely up to you, whatever it is that you want to do. I want to start with this disclaimer. Valentine's Day is not about whether or not you have a person that you are romantically linked to. Valentine's Day is about feeling good for yourself and letting people that you know who you love, that you love them. I think that's like rule number 1 for Valentine's Day. It doesn't matter if you have somebody that you're smooching every day. It matters if you have people in your life that you care about and that you love. And I think Valentine's Day should be celebrated regardless of your relationship status. When I was a single lady, I hung out with my mom and my dad. My dad always bought me a Valentine's Day card, and I loved it because it was special and it meant that he loved me and that he cared about me. And it wasn't just on Valentine's Day that he told me that he loved me, but it was always nice to get something. And I've actually had somebody in my life for quite some time, and we don't take Valentine's Day too seriously. Like, we go to the movies, we go out and eat cheeseburgers. We don't think of it as this big to-do because we tell each other every day that we love each other. So anyways, enough of the smushy, but I want to talk to you about makeup. So let's just jump right in with the lip glosses like I said I would. So I want to chat with you briefly. So lip gloss is a lip product that is beautiful, shiny, gorgeous, but you do have to reapply it often. I have a couple options here. This one's by Maybelline New York. Really, really pretty. The packaging is really nice. It has this cute little doe foot wand applicator. I really like this one. This is in the shade Rose Redefined. Really, really pretty. And again, pick any color that makes you feel confident and beautiful. I think this makeup look is pretty neutral. You can slap any lip color you want with that, whether it be a pink, this kind of pink. I have a couple of these. They are called Show Off Lip Lacquers by Rimmel. These are really nice. Super long wearing. I have something here by Rimmel. Really, really cheap. And then I actually have this cool kind of hybrid product. It's called a Color Stain Moisture Stain. So this one is in the shade New York Scene. This is a bit of a hybrid between a stain and a lip gloss, but it goes on really glossy. I'll do a quick swatch on the back of my hand. So it goes on really, really glossy, and as it dries, it kind of mattes down and stains your lips. So these are really nice. They're not the best if you want to kiss somebody, I must say, because they will rub off on their lips, but they are beautiful, and there are tons of options in the drugstore for those. The next lip color option I want to chat with you about are matte lip options, and those are similar to the ones that I have on my lips right now. They dry down really, really matte. They aren't shiny, and they do tend to last a little bit longer and can be a little bit more drying. A gloss tends to be a little bit more moisturizing, but a matte lip is meant to stay on a little bit longer, and so it will be a little bit more drying. I love the ColourPop ones because I don't feel like they dry out my lips, but they stay on my lips. So I wanted to show you another option from the drugstore. I have this. This is a Rimmel Show Off Lip Lacquer. This is, I don't know what shade this is, but it's a really bright orange, and it calls itself a matte. So let me do a quick swatch on the back of my hand. That's what it looks like. It dries down completely matte, and it's this really awesome, like bright orange, bold pop of color on the lip. I really like that. These would be good for kissing because they do stay on the lip a little bit longer, and it's unlikely that they'll transfer. They still can transfer because it's a lip product, but they are a little bit easier to work with. Alternatively, if you don't want to use any kind of lip like, you know, the Rimmel one, or, you know, like the ColourPop one that I have on my lips now, you can always just go with a lip pencil. So what you can do is, generally these are used to elongate the time that a lipstick stays on your lips. It helps you to kind of carve out your lip. You can also just slap these all over the lip and call it a day. They are matte by nature. They are meant to stay on your lips, so these are super nice. And the ones that I really love are by NYX. They're so inexpensive. You can buy them at Ulta. I think even some Targets now carry NYX, so they're just really nice and easy. I mean, everybody has seen a lip liner in their day, so you know, but they're really nice. They're like super, super pigmented, and they're gonna stay on a pretty long time, so those are also a really good option. If you wanna stick with just a really simple lipstick from the drugstore, again, a million options from them as well, or any place really. It doesn't have to be drugstore. This can be high-end too. Actually, I pulled out a MAC lipstick that I have here. This is a retro matte. Actually, let me show this to you really quick. So this is Ruby Woo. I think everybody and their brother has seen Ruby Woo. Super, super drying, but it's a really pretty color and really good for Valentine's Day. So that one's just on the bottom. My lip pencil swatch is on top of that. But that's a really nice color as well. But anyways, I want to chat with you guys about some drugstore options for lip colors from Rimmel. I really like these. These are the Kate Moss lipsticks. They kind of smell like watermelons. They smell awesome. I'm gonna swatch a couple of these for you too. So this one is in shade 01, and then I have another one in shade 17. So these are a little bit creamier. They will stay on your lips, but they do have the ability to kind of move around. But anyway, this is shade 01, and then this is shade 17. These are absolutely beautiful drugstore lipsticks, super cheap, and they last, I think, pretty well. Additionally, the CoverGirl lipsticks are awesome, and I never thought that I would say that because the packaging, it doesn't really look like anything special, this kind of packaging, but it does show you down here what the color looks like. But I'll swatch this one for you. This is called Temptress number 400. That's just on the top right there. These lipsticks rule. I absolutely love these. I have a few of them. So the cool thing about these is that they do look a little shiny. They're a little satin on the lips, but as they kind of wear off and dry down, the color sticks around and it's awesome. They're beautiful, beautiful lipsticks. They feel really nice going on. They stick around for a long time and there are a ton of options. CoverGirl has tons and tons of lipsticks. So anyway, those are a few options for just good old regular lipsticks. And then I want to move on actually now to what am I even saying right now? Liquid lipsticks. Liquid lipsticks have been all the rage in the last year or so. I would say everybody has a liquid lipstick. People in the drugstore, people like high-end brands, Anastasia Beverly Hills, they've been really big on that. So I wanted to show you guys a few options. I have a ton of liquid lipsticks. I really like them. I kind of like them. I gotta love-hate with them because they are extremely drying. So these are gonna last the best. If you have somebody that you want to give kisses to all night on Valentine's Day, or really any day, it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day, these are gonna stay the best. They go on like a liquid or a mousse and then they dry down matte, completely matte. The cool thing about this Rimmel one, I will say, is that you can add this kind of lip gloss on top. So they look a little bit shiny, but the color is still gonna last. I think this might be one of like my favorite ever formulations for a liquid lipstick. I really, really like this and it's really cheap. The only thing is it tends to kind of tear up my lips. So I do have to use a lip scrub to kind of get rid of all of the lipstick and then I moisturize my lips really well. But these are a few really good options. So the Rimmel one I talked about. And then I have a Kat Von D liquid lipstick. This is in a purple shade, which is awesome, really different. This is called Suspiria. I'm gonna do a quick swatch of that for you guys. I love this color. It's so different. It's just like a bright lilac-y purple. These dry down nicely. The only issue is I do feel like they kind of wear off on the lip. I also have a ColourPop one. These feel like frigging cement on my lips. I don't love them. I did buy a couple of them, but I'm not completely sold on them, so that's that one down here. Oh, I ran into my hand with that. This is in the color Bumble. Yeah, this is in color Bumble. It's pretty nice. And then I have this one by Ofra Cosmetics. This is by Kathleen Lights. This shade is called Miami Fever. This one is like a rusty orange color. Again, really cool, really unique and different. And that's that one down here. This is a little bit moussier and it's a little bit less drying, but the staying power is still really, really good. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will have all my social media links down below, my Facebook, my blog, and then I'll also have the Cool Down blog. Thank you again so much for having me on to chat about lipsticks because I love them. I have a million of them. And anyways, thank you guys and have a wonderful Valentine's Day.